Oh yes, that huge jacked man. What's up with him? Is he coming to Marvel Studios? Is he joining Doctor Strange? Or Spider-Man? Or what is happening with Wolverine? Let's talk about that. So last we knew from a leak we saw back in September, Marvel Studios put out an offer to Hugh Jackman. Now we don't know what for, we don't know what film, we don't know what capacity, we generally have no idea what it involves. Could it be to appear as Wolverine in the third Deadpool movie? Possibly. Could it be to appear in the upcoming Spider-Man multiverse film? Probably. More than likely, Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness would make more sense. Or maybe there's just an off chance that they're making a Marvel Cinematic Universe documentary and the offer is out to him to appear in an interview talking about the early days with Kevin Feige and what led to the modern MCU. It could really be anything. So with all the talks about multiverses, with all the talks of returning actors, other universes colliding, and various things happening, I think it stands to reason that most people would be willing to accept the fact that Hugh Jackman probably will be back in some capacity as Wolverine. Now, whether that's, hey, we're gonna de-age you and you're just gonna remain Wolverine for the rest of your life, or whether that's, hey, we're gonna just multiverse you in here, I think right now anything is possible. And if we look at everything we know about Spider-Man 3 and everything we know about Doctor Strange 2 and even their rivals over at DC with Flashpoint and what they're pulling off, I think right now you could literally get anybody to show up in anything, because if the money is right, they're showing up. I suspect, and this is just my opinion, that if he's appearing in any of the big upcoming projects, that they're going to want to keep this secret. And the particular reason you would want this is because you don't want to overhype anything or build up expectations that are so high that people will be disappointed. Like if you look back on Crisis on Infinite Earths, leading up into that giant crossover on the CW, we heard a lot of rumors on other universes that were going to appear. And there was a bunch of videos and posts of people talking about, well, the Titans are going to be involved like this, or Swamp Thing's gonna do this, or Green Lanterns are actually appearing in a supporting role, or Michael Keaton's Batman universe will see a younger Robin appear. It was just all over the place. And then luckily, the disappointment was kind of mitigated by the fact that Ezra Miller showed up, so people were like, you know what, we're not disappointed by not getting this because we got this thing we never thought we would get. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is another beast. Like, for all we know, Kevin Feige could finally make that early concept of the MCU a reality in the upcoming Spider-Man. I mean, what if they just jump on over to Tobey Maguire's Raimiverse and we see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine? Because we know at the time of production of X-Men 2 and Spider-Man 1 and 2, Kevin Feige tried to get both the studios to work together. Hugh Jackman was willing to do it to appear in Spider-Man, but the studio said no, nobody would like this. Now Kevin Feige is in control of everything, so now it could be a reality. So you could technically just multiverse it and make that canon. So is Hugh Jackman joining something over at Marvel? I say yes, but don't hold your breath on it being the biggest thing you can imagine, because don't build your expectations up too high. We don't want a headcanon Snoke as every character underneath God's green earth, and then when it doesn't end up being any headcanon, we're disappointed.